The scales have to balance at some point. I'm being blessed in January 2025 because I have done the work behind closed doors in the darkness. If you all have been following me, you may know that I had some issues with my employment. I had an issue with them not considering my point of view, them not listening to me, them overworking me and having me working 6 days straight. And 3 of those days I worked by myself from 2 to 10. And normally I work from 12 to 8 during the week, but on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the weekend I work alone by myself from 2 to 10. I was telling them that I don't feel like it's safe for me and I don't feel like it's fair for me to have to work by myself. But they said that they cannot afford to hire a second staff, and they said they cannot change my schedule so that I can have a break. So they said, do you want to go somewhere else? That was their solution. That was their conclusion. And I said, I honestly feel like they should consider my point of view. They shouldn't just want to get rid of a good employee. I think they should try to accommodate my requests. But with that being said, they were not able to accommodate my request. So that was last week. So I went and I did my research to try to find another location that I could work for. And I found a place that's closer to my house and that's better suited for me. However, the schedule over there is not permanent. It's a temporary situation. So, but with that being said, I worked there yesterday. And it was a nice change of pace. But over back at the previous place that I work at, my coworker called me, or my coworker texted me and said that she came into the job and they had the place looking a mess and they were trying to get ready for inspection and everything. And she felt like that's not her responsibility or whatever the case may be. And so she left. So she normally works 2 to 10 during the week. So now she's not coming in today because she's just got fed up with the whole situation. She said that the supervisor is horrible, and she let her know that. And all of this is true because they should consider our point of view and work with us instead of just putting us in a bad situation. But that's what some people do. They, wait to the last minute to try to get things together when you should have been trying to fix that stuff a long time ago. So don't try to overwork me at the last minute and you're not considering my concerns and you're not addressing my concerns appropriately. Honestly, I don't care anymore. When I say I don't care to voice my concerns or opinions because they're just going to get overlooked and ignored. We're only coming to conclusions and we're only coming up with solutions and resolutions. We're only solving problems around here. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not finna feel sad or bad or overworked or none of that. You told me that I need to go find somewhere else to go. Well, then that's exactly what I'll do. Period. Yes, because everybody is for themselves and this world is set up for you to crash out, because just know that the scales have to balance out, because that situation happened last week when they were not listening to me and they were gaslighting me into acting like they didn't understand what I was talking about, and that they act like I'm just complaining for no reason, and they don't see a need to hire a second staff here, and they can't afford to hire a second staff here. But you want to overwork me and overwork my other coworker and then want to have us here by ourselves. That's not okay. But anyway, that's what people will do, because people are only concerned about themselves. And then when they need your help, they want you to be there with bells on. That's not how that works. You need to consider how I feel. You got to consider my point of view, and don't just take advantage of me and treat me any kind of way, because I will find somewhere else to go, respectfully. But the scales do have to balance. And that's what this video is about. It's yin and yang. So we have to look at it that way, because all of this negativity has to turn out in our favor. So you receive blessings when you are a blessing. You receive blessings when you are blessed. So no matter what a person tries to throw at you, or no matter what a person tries to say, or no matter how a person may try to they are dedicated to misunderstanding you, no matter how a person tries to ignore your concerns and gaslight you and project to you and all of that. And that's what they was doing, gaslighting me, projecting me. I felt like I was experiencing narcissistic abuse in my job. I feel like they abusing me, mentally abusing me, because it's like you stuck in a situation where you don't have a choice. They try to put you in a position where, okay, well, I don't have a choice. I have to work here. I'm not just going to quit my job when I have bills to pay. But you don't give me no choice sometimes. But that's why I'm like, let me weigh my options out. I'm not going to just quit my job. I have other options. I have other avenues that I can take. I have other suggestions that can be made. So we have to explore our options and all of that, because in the end, you don't have to put up with something that is not in your best interest. And you don't have to do that when you are living your life right and you're doing your job and you doing what you're supposed to do and handling your responsibilities. Then you can say what you desire and you can receive that. You don't have to settle for less. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle for less when you're doing what you're supposed to do. That's on period. You don't have to settle for less when you are doing what you're supposed to do. But I have to know I did what I was supposed to do. I said what I needed to say. I brought my concerns to the table. I did everything the professional way. And you all just ignored all of my concerns and gaslighted me and projected on me and all of that. So I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore. I'm not feeling bad or sad, or I don't have any animosity towards these people or anything. I just know that in the end, it's playing out how it's going to play out. Over time, they will see the errors of their ways, because just like my coworker left yesterday and I found somewhere else to go to, they have to find somebody to replace us, because they don't want to address the concerns. And now they're going to have to be responsible. Now they got their work cut out for them, and they're going to have to do something that's more inconvenient for them than it would have been more convenient for you to accommodate me and work with me. Now you have to find somebody to replace me for 3 days this week. And now you got to find somebody to replace my coworker for the rest of this week. So people need to think about that, but that's how people do. They don't consider everything with their actions, and then it's going to play out how it's going to play out, because nobody is going to put up with disrespect and mistreatment and all of that forever. And then you're going to have to be held accountable, and it's going to be harder for you to fix it once I leave, and once you don't want to listen to my concerns and what I have to say, so yep. So you'll be better off. It's like a leak in the roof. If the ceiling has a leak in it, you better get that fixed before the whole roof caves in. And if you keep on trying to put it off, like a flat tire, not a flat tire, but you got a nail in your tire and you want to keep putting it off and you want to keep putting stuff off. People love to keep putting stuff off until you have no choice but to replace it. But you could have prevented that from happening. And that goes for so many different things. And I'm thinking about a guy who I was interested in. It's like he may not make the best choices for himself. He may not make the best decisions in his life. And you're going to pay for that. You're going to be held accountable. So you think that just because you feel this way about me or you feel this way about life is going to give you a reality check. Life is always going to be life, and it's going to give people reality checks, because it's not about whether you like me or whether you in love with me or you're attracted to me or whatever. That's irrelevant. What's going to happen is you're going to find out the hard way, and reality is going to come and bite you in your ass. And that goes for people, places, things, co-workers, ex-lovers, family members, all of that. Because you think that my concerns are falling on deaf ears. You think that you don't want to listen to me giving you great advice. Me having your best interest at heart is a waste of my time and energy, because you're going to do whatever you want to do anyway. So it is a waste of my time and energy. But just don't forget, remember, I already told you what was going to happen. I already warned you. Warning comes before the fall. Warning comes before destruction. And people don't think that fat meat ain't greasy. They think they got a hard head make a soft behind. Like my mom used to say, a hard head make a soft ass. So that's what people fail to realize. They don't want to listen to people. They don't want to listen to sound judgment. They don't want to listen to a person that got their head on straight. They don't want to listen to a seasoned veteran out here in the game. They don't want to listen to an OG, triple OG like me. If you don't want to listen to an OG, triple OG like me, when I tell you something about something, because it's affecting me, just know that your ass gonna be grass and the Most High is gonna be the lawnmower and gonna cut your ass. So that has to be understood and understand. You have to understand that and understand that you can fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool people all the time. You can't fool everybody all the time. So just know you're gonna be held accountable for ignoring my concerns, not taking heed to what I have to say, not listening to my sound advice, not accepting my love, and not acknowledging how much I care about you, not appreciating my love and light and peace and abundance and blessings that I give to you, and my positive vibes and my good energy and my support and my hard work and my dedication and all of this, my good vibes and my high energy and my upbeat personality. A lot of people had to find out the hard way when I moved on with my life. But that's on them because they're not stopping anything. But a lot of people have to learn the hard way, and a lot of people are hard-headed, and a lot of people, you have to show them better than you can tell them. Because warning comes before destruction. Warning comes before the fall. So I already told you how I felt. I already told you what it was. But you thought that it was a game. You thought that they thought shit was sweet. They thought that this was Six Flags or Disneyland or Disney World. They thought they could play games and thought this was Chuck E. Cheese. But this is reality. This is the real world. Ain't nobody. We are real serious around here. I don't play games. So when I'm talking, you better listen to me. You better understand. You better overstand and understand what I'm talking about, because don't shoot the messenger. Don't try to. People love to. They don't listen to the message. They too focused on the messenger. They too focused on trying to be above somebody. They too busy trying to prove a point. They are too busy on an ego trip. They too busy on trying to be superior to you. They too busy trying to look down on you. They too busy trying to put you in your place, trying to gaslight you and project you. But overall, in the end, in reality, everything's going to come to the light. Everything that's done in the dark is going to come to the light. Everything that was done against you is going to come around and bite them in the ass. They're going to reap what they sowed. Everybody's going to reap what they sowed. Everybody's going to be held accountable because they wasn't taking you seriously when you was saying what you was saying. They wasn't taking you seriously when you was voicing your concerns. They was ignoring the red flags. They were ignoring all of the red flags. You gave them the warnings. You told them, I don't want to do this. This is going to happen. It'd be in your best interest to do X, Y, and Z. But they don't want to do that. So since they don't want to do that, they're going to have to pay even more for not listening to you. They're going to have to pay even more for not taking your advice. And that's how people lose in life. And that's an issue, because don't think that I don't know what I'm talking about and think that I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm slow. I know exactly what I'm talking about. So, because the Most High gives me this, I walk by the Spirit, and I know if I'm getting done wrong and I'm getting mistreated, and I speak on it, you're not only hurting me, but you're hurting the Most High who sent me into your life to be a blessing to you. Because I'm a blessing, sweetheart. I'm a blessing to my family. I'm a blessing to my job. I'm a blessing to the guy that I'm in a relationship with. I'm a blessing to whoever I come in contact with. So when you hurt me, you hurt the Most High. So when you do that and you don't listen to what I have to say and you think that you can just do whatever you want to do, if you think that you're going to be able to do whatever you want to do after you've been warned, after I've given you advice, I told you this is affecting me, this is a problem, this is how I feel, and you don't listen to me, you don't listen to my concern, or you don't listen to a woman. If a man is in a relationship with a woman and a woman is telling him, don't do this, don't do that, I don't think this in your best interest, and he think that it's nagging, he think that it's complaining, he think that she don't know what she's talking about. But a smart man is going to listen to his woman. A smart man is going to listen to his wife. A smart man is going to take into consideration what she's saying, because women are intuitive. Women have discernment more than men. Women's discernment and intuition is stronger than men. So men need to be more wise. It's wise to listen to a woman that's living her life right, because she's going to give you sound advice and tell you what you need to do. So all strong kings listen to their strong queens. And that's what my client was telling me yesterday. The 48 laws of power, I believe. But yeah, so people are going to learn the hard way because they think they know everything and you can't tell them nothing. But you're going to find out that you were wrong. And you're going to be held accountable. You're going to reap what you sow. So yes, that's the message for today, because a lot of people are thinking that, because I'm going to do what's in my best interest. If you don't give me no choice and you tell me that you can't work with me, or you're unable to consider my point of view, or you're unable to work with me, you're unable to accommodate me, whether that's a job or relationship, whatever, you're unable to come to a agreement with me, and your only suggestion is for me to move on and explore other options, whether that's a job or relationship, okay, well then that's fine, because I'm going to continue to be a blessing and an asset wherever I go, wherever the Most High leads me to go. So, and then you're going to have to be left to deal with the errors of your ways, and you're going to be left to deal with the consequences of your actions for not heeding to the warnings and not addressing my concerns and not taking my advice. So please understand that and understand that if someone is telling you something for your own good, what do they have to gain if they actually mean it from their heart? They're genuinely telling you something that's bothering them, and they're actually a good person and they're doing what they're supposed to do. Like, you would have to be a fool, you would have to be an idiot to not take their advice seriously. You have to be the devil himself to just play with God's chosen people, to just be like, I'm not listening to what you're saying. No. And you like, I'm warning you that this is a problem for me. This is an issue. I don't think you want to do that. I don't think this, I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to work with you, because once I leave, it's going to be over. It's going to be a wrap, and it's going to be all she wrote. So, and it's going to be worse for you, because working with me is an asset. I'm a benefit. I'm beneficial. So I am an asset in a relationship. I'm a blessing in a relationship. I'm a blessing at work. An asset at work, an asset in a relationship. So if I have something to say and you don't respect it, and you don't want to consider it, you don't want to appreciate what I have to say, if you don't want to appreciate what I have to say, you're going to regret doing that. You're going to have to find out the hard way. If you don't appreciate what a genuine, loving, caring woman has to say to you, if you don't care, if you want to think that it's a game, you want to think life is a joke, you want to think that you getting over on her, you want to think that you using her, you want to think you taking advantage, you think that you a player, you think you want to be a dog, you want to be a user, you want to be an abuser, you want to be a cheater, you want to be a liar and all that. And you think that it's all good and fine and dandy. It's all fine and dandy and all this and that until something bad happened in your life and stuff hit the fan. And now you're going to be trying to call her for your help. You're going to be needing her in the end. And then it's like you always want guys like that always want a woman to come to their rescue. And women are not obligated to come to a man rescue after I have already told you before that what you were doing was not in your best interest. And you need to make better decision, better choices in your life. But some guys and some people continue to make the same bad choices over and over and over and over, and that's why you can't do anything but separate yourself from them and cut them off. Keep them at a distance, because if a person's not listening to you and they stuck on stupid and parked on dumb and they want to keep on messing their life up, my issue is I'm not going to let your mistakes affect me. I'm not going to let your negligence and your irresponsibility, I'm not going to let your irresponsibility affect me. The fact that you're not acknowledging what I have to say and you're not respecting what I have to say, when everything I'm saying makes perfect sense, makes 100% sense. I'm very much sane, very much in my right mind, but you want to not listen to what I have to say. If you don't want to consider or listen or respect what I have to say, you are going to be hurt in the end. You're going to have to be held accountable. If you don't want to listen to what I have to say, you don't want to consider my point of view, and it's in your best interest, you don't want to take my advice, that's going to be your funeral. That's going to be your funeral. It's going to be your funeral, because you've been warned, and some people got a hard head and they don't listen. But in the end, it's all going to play out, whether you like it or not. It's going to play out how it's supposed to. So don't shoot the messenger, because people always want to shoot the messenger and not listen to the message, and want to put people in their place and be on an ego trip and try to be over them and try to put themselves up here and try to put themselves down here, because you the manager, you the supervisor, you the boss, or you fine, you sexy, you or whatever, you supposed to be the prize and all of that. So they have to try to be on an ego trip. But it doesn't matter how you feel. Life is still going to do what it's going to do. The world is still going to rotate. The sun is still going to rise. The moon is still going to come out at night. All of that. The world is not going to stop just because how you feel about me and how you think that, if you don't want to answer, you don't want to be responsible. Because the bill's going to still come when they're supposed to. The bill's going to come at the beginning of the month, and you're going to have to do your job to pay them and take care of yourself. We don't have time to play with nobody. So if you don't want to listen to me, you don't want to listen to what I have to say, okay, well, that's your own funeral. That's your decision. That's on you. But you're not stopping anything. You're not going to affect me and what I got going on in my life. So good luck with that. Good luck with not taking sound advice. Good luck with ignoring sound judgment. Good luck with ignoring all of the warning signs. Good luck with ignoring all of the red flags. You can ignore all of red flags today, and you're going to have to pay for that later. Please understand that and understand that. So take everything into consideration and get out of your feelings and quit being so egotistical. That's for my people in the back who are people like to be in their feelings, and it ain't about you, how you feel. It's about reality. Reality of things. You don't have to like me or none of that, but I'm professional and I'm a good person and I do my job well and I'm dependable, reliable, and all of that, and blessed and highly favored. So if you don't want to listen to my concerns, you will regret that later. Please understand that and understand that. And that goes for all the people that have good intentions and do live their life right, and they are an asset and they are a blessing, and people want to undermine you and ignore you and gaslight you and all of that. Just wait. Just keep being good. Just keep fighting a good fight. And they're gonna have to eat all of them words. They're gonna have to eat all of their bad actions that they did against you. And that's what's happening right now. It's 2025. It's January 2025. And the scales have to balance. That's why good things are happening in my life. And we're paying attention to the blessings. And to receive a blessing, you have to be a blessing. If you want to receive blessings, you have to be a blessing. Don't be egotistical and narcissistic and think that you don't respect people's opinions. You don't care about how you hurt people, and you don't care about how people feel. You don't care about if you overworking them. You don't care if they care about you and love you, and you just think that you getting away with stuff. You can get away with stuff for a little while, but you won't be able to get away with it forever. Those people that did you wrong and that's doing you wrong, the people that did me wrong and that's trying to do me wrong, they will not get away with it forever. They're not getting away with it. Because the scales have to balance, and I'm too blessed to be stressed, and that They're wasting their time and energy trying to come up against people that actually live their life right. People that come up against people that actually live their life right is wasting their time, because the Most High has the last say so and the last word. So what you try to throw at me and try to create an obstacle, I'm just going to get blessed. The Most High is just going to open another door for me. Period. So that goes for anybody that's watching this. So don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it, little baby. Don't even worry about it, sweetheart. Just keep being the best version of yourself and let everything work out how it's supposed to, because they're going to reap what they sow, and you're going to reap what you sow. If you sow good seeds, you're going to receive a good harvest. So all the other stuff is irrelevant. It's just a matter of time before they have to eat them words, and before they have to have their reality check. They're going to have a reality check. And they write a check that they ask. They write in a check that they ask can't cash, basically. And they're going to have to pay. They're going to have to pay later. They're going to have to learn the hard way. Anyway, with that being said, remember to always keep the Most High first. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Stay blessed and see you next time. Bye.